Morning, Gio.
Good morning.
Obviously, nothing can be gained from this game in terms of places in the group, but what do you think are the main things yourself and the squad can gain from this match apart from that?
Well, I think it's, of course, as you said, no matter what, we still be second in the group. But I think this game is for us, a good game against a good opponent. So we can, have one more game against an excellent side who are first in the group. And it's for me, it's every game we want to reach our level. Also this game. So. It's good for me to see where the players stand and where we stand as a team. So apart from that we cannot go first in the group, I think the experience we're having in this tournament is very good for our development.
Hi, Gio. I think the Lyon coach is obviously a guy you know pretty well. I think you played with him at Feyenoord.
Yes.
I know. Yeah, and then later, I think he brought you back to the club when he was technical director. I just wonder how much an influence he had in your career, because I think he was one of the senior players when you started out, yeah?
Yeah, well, he's been there almost my whole career. When I was a young player coming from the academy of Feyenoord, Peter Bos was the captain of the team, and he really welcomed me in the squad and was very helpful. After that, he was the technical director of Feyenoord when I came back in 2007 after my time at Barcelona. So I had a lot of conversation with him about the future of Feyenoord and my role in that. And of course, being a head coach now, we played a lot against each other when he was in Heracles, Vitesse, and even with Ajax. So. Yeah, I really enjoyed our friendship over the years, and for me, he's been there almost all my career.
Morning, Gio. Your players seem to 4 games in really be adapting to your new instructions on the pitch. How would you evaluate after 4 games how the process of really forming this team into your own image is going?
Well, I think it's going really well. I think it's also to do with the willingness of the players. Because it's not easy to to come in as a coach and you have a lot of games without a lot of time for preparations. So we had to do a lot in our team meetings and also the sessions we had on the pitch. And so they were really open to playing a bit different than they used to be. But so far the development has been really good, and we just keep pushing them into preparing for games. The willingness to win games no matter what, and I think that's the mentality we have to have as a club.
Morning, Gio. Firstly, can I ask you your team news in terms of injuries, and also are you inclined to perhaps rest players or to mix and match the team with one eye on the Hearts fixture this weekend?
Regarding the team news, I think Lyon Balogun cannot travel tomorrow or to this afternoon, so we still have a training left. So so far we have everyone on board, but we just have to wait after this training before I can announce my squad. Regarding the game tomorrow, we're gonna watch closely the physical state of my players. It's also a game where I can, change some positions into giving other players some minutes who need that. So I'm more than comfortable to do so and to get a good game tomorrow evening.
Hi, Gio. I wondered what you make of the issue that the fans have had this week. They seem to have been messed around between getting in, not getting in, and now they're allowed back in. I mean, some of them seem to be financially out of pocket. Do you have a message for them? And also, do you admire the guys that do go and follow you abroad?
Well, I my first experience with the Rangers fans was back in '98, where we had the first game away against Shelbourne, and the huge support we had for me was something different. And of course, after that, the years, and also The couple of weeks I've been here with the club, I know how the fans are. They want to travel with the team and support us. It's very important for us that we have our fans behind us every game. So I can imagine it's not easy for the fans to be left in the dark the last couple of days, because you want to know what's happening. So one day they can travel, one day they have to stay, and the same day later on the day they can travel. So it's not easy, but I hugely respect their presence in the stadium. So hopefully the fans who wanted to go to Lyon still can go to Lyon and give us the support we need and also appreciate.
Morning, Gio.
Morning.
Simply looking at the results that Lyon have obtained so far this season, they're obviously playing at a higher technical level than most of the opponents you've already faced. In terms of the newness of your backroom staff, has this posed many challenges to you, and you're looking forward to this as a technical challenge for yourself and your staff?
Well, of course, it's a challenge, because I think challenges are really good. In challenges you face, you will develop as a coach, but also as a team. Of course, it's it's a very experienced side with some quality players. So in that aspect, we can expect a very tough opponent. But I'm confident my team will play well against them. It's not going to be an easy game, but for me, it's also a game to prepare. So maybe do some slight changes in our tactical plan to make sure we have a good result against Lyon as well. But this is what it is. It's the challenges you have in football are for me the most nice things to have, because that's what you want. Compete with good teams. And so we're definitely going to face a good team tomorrow.
Hi, Giovanni. Just what you mentioned in terms of maybe squad rotation and giving players some minutes. I just wonder, how much of a chance is this for players who may be on the fringes of the first team to really lay down a marker in your mind ahead of a really busy festive period?
Well, it's always for the players who come in. It's always good to have minutes. One of the downside of being a coach with a big squad and also a squad with good players is to disappoint players every game. It's that's something it's not easy to do, but you have to do it. So when you have the chance to give those players a chance to play, it's always good. It's a nice feeling, and for the players as well, because some players didn't play as much the last weeks, but they gave everything in training, and their mentality was really good. So I'm very pleased to give some players minutes tomorrow.
So both teams are already qualified. So what kind of game do you expect for tomorrow?
Well, it's always these games are always special because there's nothing at stake so when you win or lose, it doesn't matter because you stay in a group. I think both teams are teams, and I think also the managers of both teams who want to win every game. So for me, it's the same as for Peter Bos. And I don't know, I expect some changes also with Lyon. Of course, they have some injury problems after the weekend, but still they have a very big squad, quality squad. So in the end, we'll face a strong Lyon side with a lot of quality.